I have a really cool video today to psych you up, hype you up, make you all excited, and make you like me and give me 1,000 likes. You know, let's have a real fucking talk today. Here's the rant. Before we get into the rant, about the game, I am upgrading from Unreal Engine 4 to 5, and I went from 5.0, and I'm like, oh no, now I need to do 5.1, so I'm a little delayed in game updates and game videos, and I'm not going to make a video that's just, like, stupid. So it can wait. So back to the rant. I am kind of getting sick of, like, social media, and I'm not big on social media, just so you know. I'm on, like, maybe YouTube as a consumer. I make some YouTube content, I make my game content, whatever. And, like, I kind of look at Twitter maybe, like, once every 2 weeks. But even with that limited exposure, I'm kind of getting sick of this shit. Where, like, any jamoke was, like, trying to be cool and spending all their time and resources to get likes and a following, and they're like, oh, look how I'm cool, and, like, yo, I'm supposed to care about your dog and your kids and whatever, and oh, your fish, and for the super nerds out there, oh, I'm really like your WoW content. Okay, I guess if it's a strategy WoW channel, then maybe we could get a slight pass. But it's getting fucking old. I'm getting fucking sick of it. I'm getting sick of it even limiting myself on how much, like, I see it. But I don't like the trend. And I don't know what that means. And I don't think it's specific to me either. I think that's why I'm making this video. Finally, I had, like, one more, like, little straw on the camel's back of, like, some other person saying something, or one other video I saw, and I'm just like, I'm not the only one, okay? Where do we go from here? Like, seriously, this isn't about, by the way, World of Warcraft player, or whatever, millennial, or what the fuck is before millennials. I think I'm that. I don't know if I am, but, like, X before millennial. I don't fucking. Something's fucking changing, or maybe I'm just crazy. And maybe if you're a WoW player, you kind of see it differently. I don't know. Now I sound like a crazy person. Fuck. Anyway, so, end rant with that, because I don't have a conclusion yet. All I know is, like, the world is getting more and more fucked up by the day. If the thing you're looking forward to when you wake up in the morning is to go home and play World of Warcraft, or to go home and, like, get likes on fucking whatever social media platform, that's really fucking boring, and it's gonna, not just boring, it's gonna blow up in your fucking face, and then you'll be like, what the fuck is life about at some point? Like, it's just gonna happen, okay? It's, like, inevitable. Some people can delay that bullet longer than others, but it's gonna hit you. So what do I want to talk about, really? Again, I don't have a conclusion about that, so we can't go too deep down that rabbit hole. I already talked about my game. I already talked about my that little rant there, and I don't know if I really want to rant past that. I still think WoW sucks. I'm not going back to WoW, and I don't play Final Fantasy because I don't want to reinvest again, to kind of end up at that same conclusion that everything's just like a waste of time. I'd rather, like, do something useful, like develop a game that might be fun for, like, 2 people one day. That's actually more fun to me than, like, playing anything else. Maybe I'm weird. But I think it's bigger than that. So maybe we should talk about that. Like, do I regret quitting WoW? No. Not only do I not regret quitting WoW, and I'm not gonna say, oh my god, I wasted 12 years of my life, I should have quit sooner. No, actually, I don't think that at all. I think I quit at the perfect time. I got to experience all of that so I could bitch and see what I see right now, which is like what the fuck is like life about? Especially when you sink 12 years into like coasting mode, and then you're like, oh, what? So now we're talking about like, what is life about? Oh my goodness. How do we end up here in this rant? Let's go back a little bit. Okay. Am I glad I quit WoW? Yes! Explanation point. For sure. If you've only been playing WoW for like, or any game, super hardcore, MMO, whatever, and you're a year or two in, 3 years in, keep going. That shit's fun for like a while. And there's a lot to learn. I do think that it kind of, MMOs to me is like when art imitates life and life imitates art. MMO RPGs do it really well. So I do think that it's not a complete waste of time to go down that whole rabbit hole. But there's gonna be a limit. And I reached it. And people that know me know my story. I didn't choose that. I would have kept playing WoW until like I was a granny and couldn't like use a keyboard anymore. But it's probably good that I got disconnected from that sooner than I thought. How can I be so... What's the word I'm looking for? Pondering, I guess. Pondering. Still. Like, 2 years later. What the fuck is life even about? And I know it's not about, oh my god, I should be mad that I got to play World of Warcraft for like 2 more years. Not 2 more years. Like the rest of my lifetime. But to think that maybe it could have gone that way was fucking stupid. How did I even think that? It's not that I thought that, it's the absence of thought. And I think that's what happens when you're in a rhythm with like a routine. You do something, it's working, you progress, and you can only see like, not necessarily the front of your nose, but maybe a little bit further. Fucking time out, alright? Try to look 10 years out, 20 years out. How realistic, not realistic. What is your life gonna evolve into if that's all you're looking at? And listen, I found my path. I really love what I'm working on, and I'm actually fucking happy as fuck doing that. But my thoughts here are more about even beyond that. Like, even what I'm working on now is like, well, what if I was so like this, and I brought it to here, then what's here? Because people live a long time, right? Is really all our life supposed to be sitting in front of the television watching TV and eating TV dinners, i.e. playing World of Warcraft or some other game, getting DoorDash and Uber Eats? And yeah, I kind of evolved it, sure, but I almost am like laughing at myself. I'm like, I'm surprised that's all I did, because even that's not enough. What is enough? What is life actually supposed to be about? And listen, I'm not like the type. There's a couple different types of people in the world. There's like family people. They're like, oh, I want a wife and kids and get married. I'm not one of those people. And I can respect those people. Don't get me wrong. And I guess if that's your plan, playing games on the side to fill the gap is probably great. I guess I'm talking to the exceptions, or I'm talking to maybe not the exceptions, but like this overall trend that's like really fucking weird. And I'm old now, so I'm like, okay, I've never really felt this shit before, and it has nothing to do with me and my situation. It feels bigger than me. It feels beyond me. It's like nothing to do with me. I'm like insignificant. I feel like a grain of sand on the beach observing a lunar, like a solar eclipse or something, like for the first time. I guess a grain of sand would be ancient. I guess now I just sound crazy. I don't know. Anyway, so what's the TLDR of this? Oh, I'm working on 5.1 Unreal Engine upgrades. That's gonna take a little bit of time, more than I thought, which sucks, but whatever. At least it's fun. And I'm sick of everyone trying to be cool on the fucking internet and get as many likes as possible. I almost like don't even like anyone's stuff anymore, because I'm like, the last thing you need is a like. Even if I liked you. Go outside. Go snuggle your cat or something. Like, anything else other than give a fuck about my like. Like, you in your life shouldn't give a fuck about me liking you. So I guess that's the point of the video. That's really like the biggest one. So I guess I'll leave it there. I'll make some more videos soon when I have content that's worth sharing. And I actually don't know if I'll actually publish this, because I don't want any likes, and I don't care anymore about likes. Anyway, I'm just being funny. Everybody wants to be liked. Anyway, like and share the content, because that's what YouTube likes, to even have other people see it. Which is dumb. Oh, yeah, fuck. Oh my god. Make sure you take time for holidays, like Christmas or Hanukkah or Feliz Navidad, which I think is Christmas in Spanish, and other million holidays and that people might recognize, or being an atheist or whatever. Happy December and New Year to you. Happy holidays.